Hello students, a very good morning to you all. I am the principal of your school, Mrs. Arjuman Hamdule ma'am, and I am your mathematics teacher too. As you all know, we are unable to take lectures in school premises, and you people also are unable to attend the school on regular process due to this pandemic situation. So our government have decided to start the studies on online basis. So on that basis, our management have decided to start the academic session on online basis. So you all know during our vacation classes I have completed your one of the chapter of maths 1, that is quadratic equation. Now today I am going to start with your new topic, that is linear equations in two variables, first chapter of your mathematics 1. Now let me explain you why this chapter has been given this name, linear equations in two variables. Now here one term is your linear equation and another term is your variables, then it depend on that word variable another term have come two. Now in your previous classes you have studied linear equations with one variable. For that I'll give you one example so that your idea will be cleared and you will remember what you have studied in your previous classes. The equation in that classes was in this form: 2x minus 1 is equals to 3, for example. This is called as linear equation in with one variable. That variable is this. Here x is your variable and with one variable, and this is your constant term. So in that classes you have solved this equation as this way: 2x is equals to 3. This it was 1 was negative to this side, it will come to this side and it will become positive. 2x is equals to 4, x is equals to 4 by 2. That is, now here you got the value of x, that is your variable, one variable. Now in this chapter, linear equation in two variables, why this equation is called as linear equation and why. Then the next thing is an equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variable is 1 is called as linear equation in two variables. Now for example, if I'll take an example of general form of this linear equation, this is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Now here this equation can be called as equation in two variables. Why it is called as equation in two variables? We have got two variables here, that is your x and y. These are your two variables where a, b, c are your real numbers. Now, why this equation is called as linear equation? Means if we will represent this equation graphically, in that this equation will be a straight line. That's why this equation is called as linear equations. And since this equation is with two variables, that's why this equation is called as linear equations in two variables, where a, b, c will be numbers. Maybe it will be 1 or maybe it will be number other than 1. But this a, b, c will not be 0. C may be 0 because c is the constant term. A and b will not be 0. If a and b would have been 0, this equation cannot be called as linear equations in two variables, since a and b will be the number 1 or maybe number other than 1. Okay, this was some little bit introduction or introductory part of the chapter linear equations in two variables. Now I'll proceed with the chapter so that your idea for this chapter will be cleared. Okay. Now here on your board there are some equations given to you. You have to see whether that equations are linear or not. Now your first equation is 4m plus 3n is equals to 12. By seeing itself, you will recognize that this equation is a linear equation. Why? Because the degree of that equation is 1, or degree in that equation is 1. For example, 4m plus 3n is equals to 12. Here, this is a linear equation because here the degree of the variable is 1. Now the next equation is 3x square minus 7y is equals to 13. This is not the linear equation. Not linear equation. Why? Because here the degree of the variable is 2, or the number other than 1. Now in the next equation is 4xy minus 5y minus 8. By seeing itself, you will say this equation is not a linear equation. Why? Because here variables are on one number, variables are 2, that is x, y. Now for example, if we'll take another equation, that is 4 by x plus 5 by y is equals to 4. This equation is a linear equation. Why? Because if we'll consider this equation 4 upon x plus 5 upon y is equals to 4. If we will substitute 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v. So this equation is a linear equation. How come? 4u plus 5v is equals to 4. Now here variables are having degree as 1. So this equation is a linear equation. Now on your board there is an example of a simultaneous equation. Means there are two equations, that is two linear equations, which we have to solve it by simultaneous equation. Now that is 5x minus 3y is equals to 8, and another equation is 3x plus y is equals to 2. Now here these are the example of simultaneous equation, or these are the examples of linear equations which we have to solve it by simultaneous equation method. So now this is your one of the equation, this is another equation. You have to consider this equation as your equation number 1 and another equation as your equation number 2. Here in this type you have to eliminate any one of the variable. So to make it easier, now by seeing the question itself, we can eliminate the variable with different sign. See now equation number 1, that is 5x minus 3y is equals to 8, and another equation is 3x plus y is equals to 2. We can eliminate y variable here. Why? Because y variable in your equation number 1 is with negative sign, and y variable in your equation number 2 is with your positive sign. So that variable can be eliminated easily. Now here the coefficient of y in your equation number 1 is 3, but in equation number 2 that coefficient of y here is 1. If nothing is there, that means there is 1. 1 is multiplying that variable, that is 1 into y, that is your y. Now to make that variable same or identical, we have to multiply the equation number 2 with the coefficient of variable y of your equation number 1 in this way, and then equation number 1 with the coefficient of variable of your equation number 2 in this way. Equation number 2 will be multiplied with the coefficient of variable of equation 1, and equation number 1 will be multiplied with the coefficient of variable of equation number 2. Now here to make it likewise, this will be multiplied by 1, so this will be same. 5x into 1, 5x minus 3y is equals to 8. Now here equation number 2 is multiplied by 3, so here it will be 3 3s are 9x plus 3y is equals to 6. Now these are the equations we got here. So now this 3y and this 3y can be cancelled or it will be eliminated. Now since these are with different sign, so this variables are eliminated, and then here we have to do addition. No sign is there, that means we have to add that. So 9 plus this will be 14x. This is equals to again 14. Now here since 14 is multiplying with your variable, so it will go to another side of the equation. It will divide over there. So now we got the value of x, that is 1. Now you have to substitute this value of x in any one of the equations, so that value of another variable you will get from this. Now see here, if we'll substituting x is equals to 1 in, for example, equation 1. Since we are substituting in equation 1, for example, you can substitute in any of the equation, but we are substituting in equation number 1. So since, what is your equation number 1? 5x minus 3y is equals to 8. Now here you have to substitute the value of x as 1. So that will be 5 into 1 minus 3y is equals to 8. So 5 ones are 5 minus 3y is equals to 8. Now what you have to do, either you take 3y to that side of the equation, so that 8 will come to this side of the equation. So now here this will be 5. We have to take constant term to one side and variable will be shifted to another side. So now since minus 3y was negative here, to another side of the equation it will go and become positive. So now what is your 5 minus 8? That is your minus 3. This is your 3y. So now y is equals to minus 3 by 3. Therefore the value for y we have got here is minus 1. So now here our solution set, SS, that means your solution set, that is in terms of x comma y. So that will be x is 1 and your y is minus 1. This is the solution set for the equation 5x minus 3y is equals to 8 and 3x plus y is equals to 2. Now here on board there is another example of simultaneous equation. The given equation is 15x plus 17y is equals to 21, and another equation is 17x plus 15y is equals to 11. In the two equations above, the coefficients of x and y are interchanged. While solving such equation, we get two simple equations by adding and subtracting the given equations. After solving these equations, we can easily find the solution set. Now here, again we have to consider first equation as equation number 1 and second equation as equation number 2. Now, 15x plus 17y is equals to 21. Another equation is 17x plus 15y is equals to 11. Consider this equation as equation number 1, this equation as equation number 2. Now see, as I told you that in the given equation the coefficients of x and y are interchanged. Coefficient of x and y are interchanged. Such type of equations have to be added first, then we will get one equation by adding such type of equations. Then in the next step we have to subtract such equations, then again one more equation we will get. Then by adding and subtracting these two equations we will get another two type of equations that has to be solved simultaneously. Then at the end we will get the solution set of the equations. Now what we have to do, adding equations 1 and 2. So now see, by adding what type of equations we are getting. 15x plus 17y is equals to 21, and 17x plus 15y is equals to 11. Now we have to add these equations. So by adding, what we will get? 32x plus 32y is equals to 32. Now here variables x and y are with the same coefficient. So what we have to do? We have to take 32 as common. This will be x plus y is equals to 32. This 32 is multiplying with this variables. We have to take to another side of the equation. There it will go and divide. So now x plus y is equals to 32 by 32. So the value for x plus y here we will get 1. So now consider this equation as, for your easy way, you have to consider this equation as equation number 3. Now first thing we did, we added this two equation. Now the next step will be, we have to subtract these two equations. Now by subtracting the equations, by subtracting the equations. So now by subtracting the equations, what equation we will get? We have to see now. So now 15x plus 17y is equals to 21. Then 17x plus 15y is equals to 11. So by subtracting, what we will get? First of all, we are subtracting, that means sign will be changed. So what is 21 minus 11? That is 10. What is 15 minus this will be minus 2x. And what will be this? Plus 2y. Because greater number here is 17. So sign of greater number is minus, that is negative. Here greater number is 17 again. So sign of that number is positive. We have to give it a positive sign. Now again here, we can take one number as a common. So that is your 2. So this will be minus x plus y is equals to 10. So now after subtracting, we got the equation as minus 2 into bracket x plus y is equals to 10. Now we have to take 2 to another side of the equation, so that this will be minus x plus y is equals to 10. 2 is multiplying here with the variables. When we will take to another side of the equation, there it will go and divide. So now we got another equation, that is equation number, this equation we will consider as equation number 4. So now our equation number 3 was x plus y is equals to 1, and equation number 4 is minus x plus y is equals to 5. So now what we have to do, solving equations 3 and 4 simultaneously. So by solving equation 3 and 4 simultaneously, we will get the solution set of the given simultaneous equation. So now how to solve? See now. X plus y is equals to 1. This is your equation number 3. And minus x plus y is equals to 5. This is your equation number 4. Now here in both the equation, variable x is with a different sign. So now what we have to do? We have to eliminate this x variable. So by eliminating x variable, we will get the value of y variable. Now see, this will be added because addition is there. So now we got the value of variable y here. Once we got any one value, we have to substitute in any one of the equation, so that we will get the value of another variable. Now you can substitute the value of y in any one of the equation, either equation number 1, 2, 3 or 4. What will be easier for you? You have to substitute that. So now I'll substitute the value of y is equals to 3 in equation 3 because that will be easier for the solution. So now, therefore, substituting y is equals to 3 in equation 3. So now, since what is your equation number 3? X plus y is equals to 1. So if I'll substitute the value of y is equals to 3, the equation will be x plus 3 is equals to 1. So now 3 is adding here. Another side of the equation it will go and subtract. So the value for y will be minus 2. So now here we got the values of the solution set for the given simultaneous equation. So therefore, what will be solution set? Solution set will be minus 2, 3. So this is the solution set for the given simultaneous equation.